in your lifetime, you are going to see these species go extinct.
Trout Passageways. Blocked and polluted.
Ideally, in a perfect world, trout passageways would be clean, sustainable, and capable to allow trout to pass through. If you were wondering, trout passageways are the connection between rivers and oceans. We don't want to block that connection with the barriers because it will impact the trout and those who rely on them. The problem that has been created has been exactly that, created by us.
In general, when we put dams in, all we did, we let the water through the dam completely depended on when humans wanted it and how.
According to Rosie Dadgett, a senior biologist with the Conservation District, a concrete channel under the Pacific Coast Highway near Canyon Road has hampered the migration of the trout from the ocean to the streams where they spawn. You're probably thinking, okay, why does this even matter? They're just fish. Well, poaching, water diversions, and various types of habitat alterations have led to the reduction of many runs to critically low numbers, and some runs have been completely eliminated. This has led to the decline of returning fish. While we are taking steps to help repopulate the steelhead species, such as operating and maintaining 21 fish hatcheries that produce over 86 million juvenile salmon and steelhead trout annually to make up for those that were naturally in the wild before dams were constructed, there is still room to improve these hatcheries. Steelhead populations declined by 90% since the 1950s, and the Southern California population has declined by 99% since the turn of the century. The development of reservoirs have been a contribution to the mortalities of steelhead trout. The reservoirs slow the flow of water, which may cause temperatures to rise to an unsafe level that would kill even more steelhead trout. Steelhead trout are an important component of the state's diverse wildlife heritage. They are a good indicator of the health of the aquatic environment because they require clear, clean water. They allow us to examine the health of the river at a glance and help us evaluate what needs to be done in order to ensure that the rivers are suitable for the trout and the rest of the wildlife that depend on it. As the global demand for water and energy increases along with the amount and size of reservoirs, these reservoirs generate impacts on not only the trout, but on humans as well. Trout are a big part of what we know as the sports fishing industry. Doubling California's steelhead populations will result in an estimated $37.5 million annually to the state's economy from the sports fishing revenue. Not only do the trout help us establish and recognize the health of our rivers and ocean, they also play a vast role when it comes to entertainment. Many people fish as a hobby or as a lifestyle, and of these people, a lot of them use fishing as a way of incorporating family time and creating friendships. Trout assist in bringing those that share the love of fishing together, which also helps reel in the money for the state of California.
Like Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Now, what can we do to be that change? Yes, trout are unable to migrate upstream and spawn due to barriers within the creek channel. But there is a solution to that benefits both the trout and our needs.
So with better technology and engineering, we can do a much better job creating an easier pathway for the salmon and steelhead.
According to the article, Effects of Dams on Pacific Salmon and Steelhead Trout by Gerald B. Collins, holes were cut into the gate well wall, enabling the fish in the gate well to pass into a channel that connects with the tail race. By doing this, in simpler words, the fish will be able to travel easily through the gates and will be able to migrate and spawn.